Assalamu alaikum. I am Abdul Hamid from BS English Part 3. Today my presentation topic is Charles Dickens. So here first we will introduce the Charles Dickens, that who he was. So Charles Dickens was a renowned English novelist and social critic. He was born on February 7, 1812 in Portsmouth, England, and died on June 9, 1870. He is best known for his vivid and complex characters, detailed description of Victorian society, and his ability to critique social issues of his time. Means whenever he writes his novels, his ideas, he put complex characters and details that are related to Victorian society, because he related to Victorian society. He was a poet of Victorian age. So he put such characters and such complex ideas in his literary work, and he has the ability to criticize society and to criticize such type of norms that exploit the humans. Now here we will discuss the characteristics of Charles Dickens. So the one is sentimentalism. He used on sentimentalism means he write on sentimentals of people. He used pathos. Pathos means he write on pity and fear of the people, that those who live in the Victorian society. And then he was idealistic. Idealistic means that Charles Dickens was a great poet, and he also write in his literary work. He used many ideas and many things that make people to think about the society and to think about that issues of their time. And then he was influenced by Shakespeare. Means he follows Shakespearean characters. He also writes such elements of Shakespeare's that made him relate to Shakespeare. Now further, he also write on skepticism, and then elements of sermon in Tale of Two Cities. Elements of sermon means that he used sermon elements in his literary work to that also show some religious touch, and to make them to relate to the society. Beside this, he also used humor in his literary work that also made him to relate Shakespeare. He believed in optimistic approach. It means he believed that whenever the people they think about their self, whenever the people they become able to take their voice against such a society, then here he shows that people should become optimistic wherever they are. They don't lose the hope. After that, he put suffering to characters. Then he made them to face suffering in climax. He gave the reward to characters. Means that whenever he write novels, whenever he write his stories, he put such characters then he make them to suffer in climax, and then he give them a reward in last. So he writes such type of the stories in which he try to shows that in life you have to face many problems in life. You have to face many critical peoples, but after that you will become success, and definitely if you are going right things, then you will get your reward. All his characters are highly educated. Means that whatever the characters he put in his novels, in his literary work, that are also related to society. And he used sermons to incorporate the supernatural morality. Whenever he write his novels, his literary work, he try to put sermon element to show the supernatural morality. So supernatural morality which make people to think about others, which make people to become to think in a positive way. So he use such type of the elements as he can give his message to the people of that time. Then we will discuss that Dickens as a novelist. He used all elements from his life, full of personal experience, anecdotes, stories from friends. It means whenever Dickens write his novels, he tried to put all elements that are related to his life. We can, if we just see that Charles Dickens, he faced many problems in his life. So he tried to put all these characters that are related to his personal experience, that are related to his personal friends. So whatever the things he faced in his life, he put all these things in his novels. As the readers, they can understand well that whenever we face such things in life, and when we face hurdles in life, how we can overcome these things. So he tried to put all these things in his work. He was novelist with a purpose. It means that when Charles Dickens write any novel, he tried to put a purpose in his novels. He did not put a purposeless novel. He used all these things in his novel. George Oliver novel, The Farmhouse, which is purpose based, and then they say him outcast and oppressed. It means that whenever the people they read his novels, whenever the people they read his articles, whenever the people they read his ideas in books, they feel that this person is oppressed. It means, as we discussed, that Charles Dickens he put such characters that he faced in his real life and he has experience, so he tried to put these things in his work. And whenever the readers they read all these things, then they feel that this person is oppressed and not happy with his life. So they say that he is outcast and oppressed because they say that maybe he is different from other peoples as they feel from his work. Now we will discuss his literary work. There is one book, The Pickwick Paper. Pickwick Paper was a work of Charles Dickens, and then the second, Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist was also written by Charles Dickens, in which he tried to write all these things. Then there is the third one is David Copperfield, and in the last, A Tale of Two Cities and a Great Expectations. These are the some literary works that were written by Charles Dickens. I try to put these literary works in his novel, which shows that how the people they face in a Victorian period and what were the hurdles they face in their time, and he even unknown about. So whatever the things he feel in his life, he put all these things in his literary work, so we can find out these things. Then here I just write the explanations of some his literary work. The number one is Oliver Twist. The novel tells the story of an orphan, Oliver Twist, who faces harsh realities of life of Victorian London, including poverty, crime, and exploitation. It means in his novel Oliver Twist, he put a character of an orphan children, Oliver Twist, who face difficult realities in his life in the Victorian period in London, including his poverty, because on that time we can see that in the Victorian period the people belongs to a very humble class families, and there was a crime and exploitations. So he put all these things in his novel. And then the second novel is Great Expectation. In his novel, he follows the life Pip, an orphan who rises in his society and explores themes of ambition, identity, and social class. He put a character of Pip in which he tried to write that how children, how a poor child, he face all his difficulties in his life, such as ambition and identity and social class. He face all these things. So he again he has an to show these things. Then the third one is A Tale of Two Cities, set during the French Revolution. Their novel contrasts the fates of characters in London and Paris, intervening their lives in dramatic and historical narratives. So he write on these things. On the fourth number, A Christmas Carol. This novella is one of the Dickens' most famous work. It tells the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, a miser who undergoes a transformation after encounter with three Christmas ghosts. And on the fifth, David Copperfield. In this novel, considered Dickens' most autobiographical novel, it follows the life of a titular character, David Copperfield, from his troubled childhood to adulthood. So this is all about the Charles Dickens. I hope you will understand well. Thank you so much.